The first time I saw her slip through that back door, it felt like my lungs forgot how to work. I was sitting in my car on Maple Street in Chicago, engine off, hands frozen on the wheel. The streetlight flickered above his yard, casting shadows that didn't belong. And there she was, my wife, hood up, moving fast, glancing over her shoulder like she knew she wasn't supposed to be seen. Then she reached his back door and knocked twice. It opened instantly. She stepped inside. No hesitation. No doubt. Just routine. That's when it hit me. This wasn't the first time. And suddenly, I needed to know how many times I'd been the only one in this marriage. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. It started small. Little absences. Claire would say she was going for a walk after dinner, or that she needed air. At first, I didn't question it. We'd been married 6 years. Trust was automatic. But then came the patterns. Same time every night. Same quiet urgency. And she never took her phone. That's what bothered me. Nobody leaves their phone behind anymore. Something wasn't right. So one night, I followed her. I waited 10 minutes after she left, grabbed my keys, and kept my headlights off as I turned onto Maple. I saw her silhouette ahead, moving quickly, not toward the park, toward the neighbor's house. Evan's house. Mid-30s. Lived alone. Friendly in that fake, polite way. The kind of guy who shook your hand too firmly and smiled too long. I watched from across the street as she walked past his front porch. Didn't even look at it. She went straight to the side path, then disappeared into the backyard. That's when the unease turned into something colder. The next day, I installed a small camera. Not in my house. In his. Well, facing it. Hidden inside my garage window, angled perfectly toward his back door. I told myself I was crazy. I told myself there would be nothing. That night proved me wrong. 10:14 p.m. She appeared. Same hoodie. Same quick glance. Same 2 knocks. Door opened. Gone. 10 minutes later, I replayed the footage. Paused on the frame where the door cracked open. Evan stood there. Shirtless. Smiling. Like he'd been waiting. My stomach dropped. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I needed more. Days turned into a routine. Every night, she slipped out. Every night, he let her in. Sometimes she stayed 20 minutes. Sometimes 2 hours. Once, she didn't come back until sunrise. I stopped sleeping. Stopped eating. I started recording everything. Dates. Times. Footage. Because deep down, I knew. This wasn't just betrayal. This was a system. And systems can be dismantled. When I finally confronted her, she didn't even flinch. "You're imagining things," Claire said, leaning against the kitchen counter like I was discussing the weather. "I saw you," I said quietly. "Then you saw wrong." Her eyes were cold. Calculated. "You're paranoid lately," she added. "Maybe you should talk to someone." Gaslighting. Clean. Effortless. That's when I realized something worse than the cheating. She thought I was weak. Evan was worse. I caught him outside one afternoon, watering his lawn. "You been having guests?" I asked. He smirked. "Neighbors come by sometimes." "Yeah." I stepped closer. "Married ones." He looked me dead in the eye. "If your wife's bored, man, that's not really my fault." That smile. That smug, untouchable confidence. I nodded slowly. "Got it." And I walked away. But inside, something snapped. The transformation was quiet. I stopped asking questions. Stopped reacting. Claire noticed. "You seem calmer," she said one night. "I am," I replied. And for the first time in weeks, I meant it. Because I had a plan. Step 1, legal. I met with a divorce attorney downtown. Gave him everything. Timestamps, footage, patterns. He didn't even blink. "This is more than enough," he said. Step 2, financial. I separated accounts. Moved assets. Protected everything she didn't know she was about to lose. Step 3, exposure. That was the part 1 crafted carefully. Because people like Claire and Evan, they don't fear guilt. They fear humiliation. The neighborhood block party was 2 weeks away. Claire loved those things. So did Evan. Perfect. The night came warm and loud. String lights across backyards. Music, laughter. I brought a projector. Told everyone it was for old vacation photos. Claire smiled. Played along. Evan raised a beer toward me. That same smug look. I almost laughed. Halfway through the night, I tapped the mic. "Hey everyone," I said. Quick slideshow before dessert. The projector flickered to life. First few images, harmless. Beach trips. Holidays. Then, 10:14 p.m. Claire at the back door. Knock. Knock. Door opens. Evan. Shirtless. Smiling. The yard went silent. No music. No chatter. Just the hum of the projector and the sound of everything collapsing. Claire's face drained of color. Turn it off, she whispered. I didn't. Clip after clip. Night after night. Routine. Proof. System. Evan stepped back, shaking his head. This is insane. No, I said calmly. This is recorded. Someone gasped. Another neighbor muttered, Jesus. Claire tried to grab the cord. I unplugged it first. Looked at her. Really looked. And for the first time, she looked small. The divorce was fast. She had no leverage. No credibility. Evan. He moved out within a week. Didn't say goodbye. Didn't look back. Funny how confidence disappears when the spotlight hits. I sold the house on Maple Street. Didn't want the memories. Didn't want the shadows. Last time I drove by, the back door was still there. Still quiet. Still ordinary. Like it hadn't destroyed anything. But I knew better. Some doors don't just open houses. They open the truth. And once you see it, you can't ever close it again. The end.